There's a saying that states that you must listen to the message and not to the messenger. In layman's terms, you need to be humble enough to take knowledge and inspiration from different places, regardless of the source. Auteurs and real artists will leave their true feelings and sentiments hidden inside of their art, and it's up to us as the audience to find those connections and thoughts for ourselves. I say all of that to say that Stan Lee was philosophical as shit, and the focus of today's video really describes that in full. I'm Guapo Jim, and today we're going to be breaking down Silver Surfer, the animated series, and why this little-known, thought-provoking relic is actually a true hidden gem. So, for those of you who don't know or are too young to remember, Silver Surfer, the animated series, if it's alright with you guys, I'm just going to call it Silver Surfer, way less effort. But Silver Surfer was a 1998 cartoon that actually debuted on Fox Kids. Comment down below if you guys are actually old enough to remember Fox Kids. This show itself was unique, not only for its thoughtful and socially aware narrative approach, but also for the fact that by predating Infinity War by about 20 years, this was the first real time that non-comic audiences were actually able to experience Thanos. And by staying true to the source material, this Thanos, as well as most of the other characters in the show, are more based on their comic book counterparts. So if you're an MCU fan, I mean, this show, it might be a bit much for you still. In Silver Surfer, we as the audience are brought along a sweeping cosmic epic that takes us to the furthest reaches of the Marvel Universe. At its heart, we've got Norrin Radd, who's a scientist with the heart of an explorer. His whole life, he's always known that there's way more to the universe than just his world, and pretty much, he's just wanted to cut from his planet and just discover shit, like his whole life. When his planet, Zenn-La, it faces annihilation at the hands of Galactus, the Devourer of Worlds, Norrin, he basically nuts up and he puts the whole team on his back to basically save his planet. By offering himself in service to Galactus, he's transformed into the Silver Surfer, a being who basically gets imbued with what they call the power cosmic. If you're a comic nerd, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And with this power cosmic and his new Silver Surfboard, he's tasked with finding planets for Galactus to eat just so that he doesn't eat Zenn-La. I know it's a lot going on, but if you watch this show, it'll all make sense. Now, a lone wanderer of the universe, the Silver Surfer travels to different galaxies while riding on his Silver Surfboard. While doing this, he's navigating all types of breathtaking and oftentimes really treacherous alien landscapes. As he fulfills his duty as Galactus' herald, Norrin is constantly torn between his loyalty to his master as well as his deep-seated sense of justice. His journeys bring him face to face with countless alien civilizations, some of which are super fragile and others of which are really extraordinary in their own right. And because of this, he begins to form his own morality about his role in the destruction of literally entire worlds. Along the way, he meets people and different cosmic entities like the Watcher, and he also fucks with threats like Thanos, all the while trying to hold on to his memories and everything that he holds dear from his old life while being back on Zen. Hey, what's going on, slime? If you're watching this right now, I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say that you're probably a fan of other space-faring swashbucklers, that type of thing. If that's the case, Green Lantern, the animated series, would be your shit. I actually made a video about that cartoon and I've left the link down in the description below. Go ahead, do yourself and your boy a favor, check it out. I will also add, this is a pretty small channel, so if you do like this video and you want to support Guapo Jim Ministries, I'm going to need you to like, subscribe, and comment, share, the whole deal. All that YouTube algorithm shit, it really means the world to me. Y'all are the real MVPs. Let's get back to this, baby. From a production standpoint, I'm not going to lie, this show right here, it really was built different from the jump. For starters, just to really keep with that comic accurate aesthetic, It was actually cel shaded and animated in the style of Jack Kirby. If I need to tell you who that is, you shouldn't even be watching this show right now, I'm telling you. The cameos in this, they also went crazy as well. You had a much more comic book accurate Dax the Destroyer. I already said they got Thanos in this. You had Lady Death, even though I think they called her something else. I mean, these niggas even had Pip the Troll, I'm telling you. Because of its high concept nature, as well as a bunch of contractual bullshit on the back end, this show was canceled on a cliffhanger after a 13 episode run. Stories and scripts were written for the second season, but as of the making of this video, which is damn near 30 years after the show was canceled, there have been absolutely no plans for continuation. If you do ever want to watch this show for yourself and check it out, you can find it today streaming on Disney+. All in all, I really enjoyed this show. It's pretty obvious if you watched this channel or you've seen a few of my videos, but niggas went absolutely ham for just about any superhero cartoon, and growing up, I watched just about all of them, this show included. Its artwork and its dialogue is what really made it unique. I remember being a kid, I almost found this show kind of boring just because it was a bit slower and more narrative based, and it didn't have fight scenes like Digimon and shit like that. But because it is a comic book show, I stuck around, and I will say that low key, this show is what made me really love and appreciate the Silver Surfer as a character. I won't even lie to you, when it was time for me to get a tattoo, I'd always known that I wanted to get a comic book character tattooed on, and I actually was this close to getting the Silver Surfer tattooed on me. I ended up going with a different character instead. Maybe one day I'll make a video about that, but what really is cool though, I won't lie, like rewatching it, it's really crazy to see how philosophical this show was. Like, these guys even had an episode about slavery, the whole nine. What's cool though is these guys, they happen to do all of this in the backdrop of the cosmic Marvel universe. Kids nowadays, you've got the Guardians of the Galaxy and you've got different shows that are set in space, so it's not that strange. But back in my day, this is really the only show that you had that really dealt with that cosmic Marvel stuff. Is it perfect? No. And rewatching it now, it does feel a tad bit dated, but overall, Norrin Radd, Silver Surfer, I'm telling you, like, he's that guy. Like, you might fuck around and drown off the wave this guy was surfing, I'm telling you. You guys know I'm always trying to put you guys onto something else, and I just wanted to let you guys know why the Silver Surfer, he's not only a sick character, but why his cartoon was a trippy and true hidden gem. Thank you if you've made it this far. If you're a fan of this type of content, I'll need you to like, subscribe, and comment down below on which other shows or movies you guys think were hidden gems. Stay safe, later days.